Communities for Healing and Justice evolved from the Coming Home program to support people returning from prison. We use the power of community for healing and opportunity. We have a model and curriculum that works. It's backed by research. We have a diverse community, all people who are willing to examine issues and current events through the lens of faith and conscience. And something profound happens when people are in genuine proximity across difference. Relationships form, opportunities emerge, hope and healing begins. And sometimes movements begin too. Our work's grounded in the belief that the system itself needs healing. The overwhelming majority of people we incarcerate in this country are people living in poverty and disproportionately people of color. Mass incarceration is not a story of individual moral failure. It is deeply connected to trauma, racism, economic exclusion, and systemic harm. Then people return home carrying the trauma of incarceration itself to a reentry with enormous barriers. There's housing discrimination, employment exclusion, parole restrictions, social stigma, grief, disrupted relationships, and profound disorientation. They're navigating a changed world. Coming Home is now a 28-session program grounded in Sandra Bloom's Sanctuary Model Framework. Trauma healing is baked into every component of Coming Home, not just for participants, but the larger community. But the community must be cultivated, educated, engaged, supported, and we also must always address the systemic issues. Coming Home model begins with the community meal. There's no labels, no hierarchy, no us and them, no asking about crime or past conviction. In addition to education of guests on race, trauma, and the criminal legal system is language awareness. We have guidelines for visitors, and people who are newly released join our meals until they can become part of the next cohort. We have extraordinary alum who start nonprofits, advocate for justice reform, mentor young people. Many of them return to the weekly meals and help shape the culture of the community. We've created a web of support and interconnectedness that continues to grow. We have less than 2% recidivism. After the community meal, there's different types of sessions. At the end, there's time to tie up loose ends and process things. Some of our sessions are led by alumni or credible messengers, people with lived experience of incarceration. Everyone's paired with a mentor. We call them partners. They're trained volunteers from the community that help people reach their goals, share social capital, resources, and opportunities that folks might not have.
The moment you walk through the door, your life will change.
Founded in 2009, Coming Home supports people returning from prison. Through weekly meetings involving community meals, reflections, and classes, participants are surrounded with support and hope.
The space is provided here at Coming Home for people to navigate all of those obstacles that are thrown at them simply because they have been incarcerated.
Not only did I learn, continue to set goals and achieve them, I also started a healing journey that I didn't know I needed, didn't expect.
For me, it's been about the relationships that I've built here. I met an amazing man, an amazing mentor who has held me for 8 years. And you would never put the two of us together. I was incarcerated over 29 years. He's never been incarcerated. He's had this amazing life, and he's given back. We text every single day. He's my mentor. He's my friend, my confidant, the one person in my life who has never abandoned me.
Every day I'm around people that's around me because they have to be. Y'all are around me because y'all want to be.
You guys are really amazing. You guys are extraordinary in your dedication, your commitment, the way you believe in yourselves. And I think that is something that inspires all of us.
Together, we're an unstoppable force for good.
Participants choose policy issues that matter to them, and we meet directly with elected officials to advocate for change. There's a chance for participants to tell their story of a time they went through the fire and came out stronger. We make sure people own their story. We reinforce that it's their story to tell. Tracy got activated even thinking about telling her story, so we told her not to and to pay attention to her body and her wisdom. She did eventually end up sharing when she was ready, and then at graduation, this is what she said.
One of the most meaningful aspects of coming home was his emphasis on restorative trauma practices. Rather than focusing solely on discussing past experiences, the workshop offered tools for grounding, self-regulation, and rebuilding a sense of safety within my body. It was empowering, providing the additional ways to respond to stress and emotional triggers with a greater awareness for self-care. Lana's support has made this experience feel more holistic. And she has reinforced within me, truly, the idea of coming home to my body. It also reinforced a sense of community and reminded me that healing does not have to happen in isolation. It's okay to ask for help.
We have special events like Style Night when we work on outer appearance and nurturing the body. Style Night wasn't part of the original design, but it's a great example of the creativity and generosity of spirit when community's involved. People tune into the needs of one another and respond. Graduation's another example of how caring is communicated in ways that aren't possible in a clinical setting.
And now finally, I want to ask the graduates, if you're willing, to take a deep breath and look around this room. Take it all in because all of this is for you. Everyone is here just for you guys, and there's some serious people in this room. You showed up open to a new, diverse community, shared deeply, set goals, learn new skills, help others, and we are all impressed by you and rooting for you. And tonight is all about you, so I'm going to hand it over now to my beautiful sister.
Our leadership team itself reflects the kind of community we're trying to build. We're social workers, faith leaders, reentry specialists, a psychiatric nurse, a yoga instructor, and a coach. We are Christian, Muslim, Jewish, agnostic. Some of us have lived experience with incarceration, and you may not know who, and that matters, because we're trying to create a culture that recognizes the dignity, strength, and possibility of every person, not reducing anyone to the worst moment in their life. Our team keeps our finger on the pulse of community and makes changes. We try to educate without shame and repair in restorative ways. We continue to refine the program, trial, error, and continuous learning. Our system needs healing, but we are the system. Our community inspires me, and I hope you can imagine for a moment the Coming Home program and restorative communities everywhere, where we lock arms, shine a light on one another's strengths with belief in people's capacity to heal and grow.